What's up, guys? I know it's been a couple months since I last reviewed a movie, but what movies have there been? Trolls World Tour? I wasn't about to watch that. But a couple months ago, I saw the trailer for Scoob like everyone else and thought it looked aggressively okay. Was I proven wrong? Given by the length of this video, you probably already know the answer to that. I'm gonna keep this brief, not only because there's not a lot to talk about with this movie, but also because I'm still partially salty that I had to pay $19.99 to watch this once. Oh boy, here we go. I hope this was worth it. The Mystery Gang is back. Fred, Shaggy, Scooby, Velma, Daphne, all banding together once again to stop a world-ending threat. All led by a futuristic group of superheroes led by none other than the Blue Falcon.
My Falcon is green.
Hey, we can talk about our Falcon colors when we get back to base, Black Falcon.
There's a villain, there's an evil plan, and none of it makes much sense, so I'm not gonna really talk about it. But as usual, let's start with the positives. All things considered, this is a very good looking movie. The animation is lush and colorful, and I really like how they've updated the character designs of these beloved heroes. The story moves at a pretty breakneck pace, so while that can be pretty disorienting, it makes sure there's never really a dull moment of the movie. There's some exciting chase scenes that happen here and there, and things are always happening, building towards the larger mystery of the story. The humor may miss a step here and there, but it is pretty funny for a basic by-the-numbers kids movie. It feels like everyone involved making it had a pretty good time, which is always a good sign. The bromance between Shaggy and Scooby was here, and it was very heartfelt and touching at times. My favorite part of this movie is the first 20 minutes, where you see the gang meet each other and solve their first mystery. They all came together in a pretty organic way, and it was so cool to see the origins of that friendship. At the end of the day, this is a story about Shaggy and Scooby trying to prove that they're not the weakest links of the Mystery Gang, and it more or less succeeds about doing that. Of course, there's tons of kids movie tropes in here, like the infamous best friends fight and then split up cliche, and the Mystery Gang as a whole doesn't spend as much time together as I'd like. Since it sounds like we're already talking about the negatives, let's talk about the voice cast for a second. Apart from Scooby-Doo, who strangely speaks in full sentences in this movie, and maybe Zac Efron as Fred, the voice cast in this movie feels a little bit cherry-picked. I get it, these are famous actors that are gonna get in movies like this, but none of these actors sound like they're really true to the characters they're trying to portray. And the voice cast is pretty stacked. Amanda Seyfried, Zac Efron, Gina Rodriguez, Kim Jong, Tracy Morgan, who's playing a caveman in this movie. I have mixed feelings about that. There's tons of talent on the table, but none of them really sound like their characters. And that means their individual personalities don't really get to shine. The overall plot is really messy and makes no sort of sense whatsoever. Even when the big villain's diabolical plan is fully explained, it raises much more questions than answers. For a kids movie that's trying so hard to be hip and up to speed, there's so many aspects of it that feel just sheer outdated. You got references to DJ Khaled, TikTok, Tinder, dabbing. Like, what? Is this 2015? I know it sounds like I'm being pretty harsh, and I probably am. Maybe it's time for me to accept that not every animated movie can be Into the Spider-Verse. I'm gonna give Scoob 2.5 out of 5 stars. So those are my thoughts on the movie Scoob. It's really weird for me to be reviewing movies I haven't even seen in a theater or paid $20 to watch once. But nevertheless, I had some enjoyment making this video anyway. If you have any movies you're dying for me to review in this quarantine, let me know in the comments below. If you want to keep in touch with my voice acting endeavors, you can follow me on Twitter at PKazzyVA, or stay tuned to this channel where I will be posting voice related content in the future. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. I am Pac. Thanks so much for hearing my perspective, and I'm out for now.